cannot believe the Red Sox got beat by 30 yesterday.
That looks like a football score at one point. I looked over, it was like 27-3 or something. Like, oh shit!
And how funny? And how funny is it? I know you guys both lost, but I told you guys you can't bet against the Dodgers. Can't do it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
we know. Shut up.
I think we should start off. We're live, by the way. I think we should start off with an apology from Prop Beaver to the crowd.
Yeah. So to everybody who was in the crowd yesterday, complaining about the audio, that's on me. I hope you could hear me nice and clear today. I told one guy to suck me. That was horrible. That was mean. That was offensive. I think that was Sam Carter. Sorry, Sam Carter. We appreciate your viewership. Never mean to turn away a listener. So from the bottom of my heart, sorry. That was shameful behavior. And the karma came back with my results yesterday. So.
Yeah. There was no reason for a verbal assault on Sam Carter yesterday. There was no reason for it. He was trying to help.
He seems like a nice guy, and I took it a bit far. I was stressed. It was a hard time. It was hard. Okay, it was tough.
It's all right. It's in the past.
One thing I want to say.
216.
One thing I want to say before we start, dude, the Mets. We're just becoming the New York Pirates. We got freaking Vogelback, and now we just traded for Michael Perez. Like, what is happening here? These are the guys we're trading for.
I'm not worried about it because I feel like the Mets, like, obviously the bullpen's a weakness, but then the other thing is we're not that deep. Like, we have a bunch of stars, but then, like, what pinch hitters on the Mets do you like? So come rolling into playoff time, it's nice to have a guy like Vogelback to come in and bat against a right-handed, like, pinch hit against a righty. It'd be a nice spot.
I also think it helps you guys, like with Dom Smith. Like, I think Dom Smith being healthy and stuff is going to really be important for you guys. So him getting some days off and Vogelback playing first and stuff is always going to be nice as well.
Is Vogelback a good fielder? I'm not trying to discriminate against his weight as a fellow chonk man, but I don't think he's the best fielder, if I have to be honest with you. Doesn't look like he could dive for a ball if need be.
No one signs that guy for his defense. All right, finally, I like this guy. I like this guy right here. Mic level sounds beautiful today. That's good to hear because, we always have audio issues. But it's 2:17. We're 2 minutes in, so let's start. Astros at Mariners. And you know what? The sauce is going to kick us off. I will take this one. And I'm going three-way all-out fade of Seattle here. I have three bets. Prop Beaver, you ready to type them?
Yes, sir.
All right. Houston, first 5 on the run line. Houston, first 5, minus a half run. That's at minus 110. Half unit on that. Houston, minus 1.5. Laying the run and a half here. So Houston, minus 1.5, plus 120. Half unit on that. And Houston, money line, minus 152. Put 0.75 units on that. I'm betting the Astros three ways here. It really comes down to Justin Verlander on the road. If you look at this guy's home and away splits, this dude is like a cheat code on the road. I think he has an ERA of like 1.68 or 1.71 or something on the road. It's stupid. He's unstoppable. And now, the thing with Logan Gilbert is he does have great numbers on the season, and he does have great numbers at home, but his most recent 2 home starts were both shaky. I didn't write down against who they were, but I think he got rocked by Oakland. I think that one of them was like
Oakland and Toronto. Right? Oakland and Toronto.
Yeah, and those were his last 2 home starts. So it doesn't exactly strike a ton of confidence in me. So I'm all over the Astros here. 3 ways. Toast, are you with me?
Absolutely. We going bad guys money line for a full unit. I won't make Beaver type. Look, kind of like when the Phillies lost and now that Baltimore's lost, we'll talk about that later. You just got to be careful when you let that air out of the balloon. And I much as I like Logan Gilbert, in my eyes, he's gotten a little bit more lucky than he has been good with some of those wins. He's gotten out of a few jams. Either way, Houston and the bad guys all day for me as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Listen, and I'm not going to sit here and argue with you guys here. I'm going to take it a different way. I want to create some value. So I'm going with Verlander to record a win. That's going to be at plus 115 on PointsBet. I'm putting 0.75 units on that bad boy. Listen, simply put, as my guy Kyle was saying, Justin Verlander on the road is a nasty man. He's 6-2 on the year in 9 starts. And what's really standing out to me is just how good this guy is against lefties on the road. Some of the splits that we're talking about here, a 396 OPS, 188 WOBA, a 0.59 home run per 9, and most impressively, 0.63 whip. Nobody's getting on the bases when my guy Verlander's on the road. And there's going to be about 5 or 6 lefties in that Mariners lineup tonight. Is it a bit concerning? It's going to be the 5th time they see him this year. Absolutely, yeah. It definitely is a bit concerning. But I can't fade Houston right now. This team is phenomenal. They're hitting on all cylinders right now. And Verlander has won his past 7 to 8 games against Houston. I think that as long as Verlander leaves the game with a lead, the Houston bullpen will keep us intact. Give me that at 0.75 units. I love the value there.
All right, so yeah, we're all on the same page here, and yeah, I agree that it's tough to fade the Astros right now after coming right out of the All-Star break, taking 2 from the Yanks, then traveling all the way up to Seattle and ending the winning streak that the Mariners had. Looks like they're really about to establish themselves as the team to beat in Major League Baseball right now. Toast was saying that they already are the team to beat in Major League Baseball and have been for a couple weeks. So
yeah, Toast has been on the Astros Johnson all season long, and he's a smart guy for doing it. He is a smart guy for doing it.
He was on Houston last year too. 2 years he's been on the Astros.
Yeah, I mean they're savages.
Next game, please. I think it's Toronto at Boston, right?
Yep.
Toronto at Boston. I'll go last on this one. So Beaver, why don't you start us?
All right, so let me get to my screen. I'm just gonna keep this super simple. I simply have to take the Toronto Blue Jays here. It's just I can't fade them at this point. I really think that they're starting to pick up some steam here. They got really embarrassed, I could tell, after that whole Royal series, which they should have cleaned up on. They barely escaped with half of those games. I thought that was just flat out, honestly, embarrassing. It was embarrassing. It was pathetic. They know it. We know it. That's all good. But since then, man, they've been killing it. The Blue Jays, against their last 6 right-handed pitchers, 2.2 whip, 10.32 ERA. I like Cutter Crawford a lot, but this is going to be a huge challenge for him. I don't know if he's going to be able to step up to bat. And then Alek Manoah, yes, his worst spot is on the road against some left-handed batters, but Devers is out, and simply put, he owns this lineup, owns them. 227 OBP, 438 OPS, in 4 starts against the Red Sox throughout his young career, 1.8 ERA, 0.92 whip, 2-0. I just think that everything's firing on all cylinders for the Blue Jays, similar to Houston. And just look at the Red Sox record against divisional opponents this year. It is quite pathetic.
It is bad. Toast, are you on the same? I think you are on Toronto, right? I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. Liked it a little bit earlier at minus 145, but it is what it is. I'm going to make 2 more bets, though. You can keep the money line, Beaver. Go Blue Jays minus 1.5 at plus 100 for a half a unit. And then Blue Jays first 5 team total over 2.5 at minus 115 for 0.75 units. So either way, I think we see some runs today. And yeah, again, when you see a team like that score 30 runs, until they at least lose, I'm going to keep on taking a look at them. At least they're going to give me a reason not to. There's also a lot of trends in. Go ahead.
What was the second bet you took, just so I could write that down? You have the money line.
Yep, and then first 5 team total over 2.5 minus 115 for 0.75. Yeah, you got it.
So just those 2, okay.
Don't worry. Here, after those 2 public plays, here comes the sharp savage himself.
Yeah, please, let's hear it.
I'm going Boston.
It's kind of like the under in this game last night. Super sharp.
Yeah, dude, that was a great under, bro.
Wait, did that under not hit in this game last night?
It was just a bullpen blow up.
It was really a bad beat more than anything. Yeah.
It scored 45 fucking runs. All right. So I'm on Boston. Money line, plus 125. Put a full unit on a Beaver because the Sox are winning tonight. Now, You know, I put 0.75 because without Devers scares me a little.
Yeah, I was
Here's
gonna
my
say,
angle.
Jesus, dude.
Do you mind if I give my description, or do you want to keep talking?
I got a few more points to say.
All right, so this is my angle. Yo, Alex Manoah, definitely scary to fade. I understand why everyone's on Toronto. Don't get me wrong. But where does Manoah struggle? Number one, he's slightly worse. Not slightly. He's worse on the road than he is at home. Nothing crazy. He doesn't suck on the road or anything. But he's definitely worse on the road. And he definitely struggles against lefties versus the way he pitches against righties. Boston's going to have 5, 6, well, without Devers, probably 5 lefties in the lineup tonight. In Fenway Park, Red Sox with their chip on their shoulder just having been embarrassed in their home stadium, 12 hours ago? 16 hours ago? Nah. Give me Boston. I like this kid, Cutter Crawford. In his 3 starts in July, he pitched against the Rays, the Yankees, and the Rays, and all 3 were solid starts. I trust this kid. I'm on Boston.
Just for the everybody out there in the universe, here's these big bad lefty bats that Boston's going to come with tonight. Jaron Duran, Alex Verdugo, Frenchie Cordero, Jackie Bradley Jr., Volmer Sanchez. Look out!
Verdugo's going to go on Manoah. How about this, Toast? I bet you Manoah gives up 2 home runs today.
No.
2.
2?
All right.
2? I don't know if he's given up 2 all season.
He's given up 2 today.
All right. The comments
game,
are
please.
cooking you. It's hilarious. Action Jackson's having an aneurysm. It's hilarious.
See, and I don't like that because if it's super public, oh man, I'd almost rather be in Sauce's boat in a way.
It's a nice boat to be in. It's called the SS Minnow Sharp. All right, next game. Cubs at Phillies, is that next?
Yes, sir.
Think so.
Toast, why don't you lead us off in this one?
I'm gonna go back to the well with the Phillies. I know they got bitch slapped yesterday, but I'm gonna lay it here with the Phillies. I'm gonna actually take them on the money line for 0.75 units at minus 175 or whatever, and then give me minus 1.5 at plus 120. It's not one of my favorite plays on the board, but I do think that Wheeler at home is definitely a bet on, coupled with the fact that I don't really trust the Cubs or Stroman. So, I'm more. This is more of a play on Wheeler than anything else for me.
I'll go second because. No, wait. Beaver, you go second.
All right, word. Yeah, so I'm kind of in agreement that this game looks like an under to me, but I really simply put just want to isolate Marcus Stroman against this Phillies lineup. Dude, Marcus Stroman, 2 games since coming back, he's been a fucking beast. He looked excellent against the Dodgers, and then he looked excellent against the Mets. Not saying that the Mets bats are anything too hot right now, but simply put, he went out there and dealt. And Stroman has excellent history against his Phillies lineup. 233 OBP, 484 OPS, 5 starts against them last year. 1.8 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. He's much better on the road. And if you look at the Phillies bats against righties since July 8th, 30th in OBP, 26th in OPS, 28th in WRC+. Those are not things I'm really looking to back here. So I'm going to go with Stroman under 2.5 earned runs. And I got that at plus 100. I'm going to put 0.75 units on it. Just a couple more numbers before I get to you, Kyle. Stroman's gone under in 7 to 8 starts against Phillies. Hasn't made it to 5 innings pitched in his last 2 starts, but the first 5 team total under for the Phillies is juiced to minus 140. Why would I take the team total under when the runs could be unearned, when I could take Stroman with earned runs, and he's probably not going to pitch a full 5 innings. So I'd rather back him in that. And then opposing right-handed pitchers have held the Phillies under this total the last 6 to 8 games. Stroman under 8 of 11 starts on the road this year. So I love it. I love the value here.
I like what you said about the Stroman earned runs bet as opposed to the Phillies team total under. That's a good job of finding value. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of on the same page as both of you here. I'm with Toast. I like the Phillies. But I agree that Marcus Stroman has looked pretty solid. So Marcus Stroman is the factor that's keeping me from like kicking the door down and going all in on Phillies run line. So I have two bets here. You know what? I'll give the bets first. Ready, Beaver?
Okay. Yep.
Cubs team total under 3.5 at -130. And the second one is an SGP. The SGP Lord is here. Phillies money line parlayed with the under 12.5. It's at -115. All right, so Cubs bats, we know they're not putting up 15 runs again for the rest of this season. This lineup's not good. That was a fluke. And certainly not against Zach Wheeler on the road in Philly. No way. So I'm very comfortable on that Cubs team total under. I don't think the Cubs do much of anything on offense today. I think Stroman has the potential to pitch well here on the road, but overall, Philly's bullpen's been better than Chicago's. I think their bats are better than Chicago's, and I think Wheeler's better than Stroman. So, and they're at home. So and they're coming off a bad loss. Combine that all together, I think Philly's money line, although overpriced, is definitely the right side to be on. So those are my two bets. Why don't we cruise?
What units are you putting on those?
I'm sorry. So put the team total under for Cubs for points. You know what? Put 0.75 on both. I really, really think we're gonna see like a 6-2 Phillies win here.
Not in that first
so
five.
So 0.75 on both. What first five? I didn't do a first five.
I'm just saying. They better be getting those runs off the bullpen, boy.
Well, Stroman might come out in the middle of the fourth inning, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I hope he does. All right.
So there's some bets for there. We're done, right? Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, Toast his camera croaked or whatever. Hopefully he joins back in. There he is.
So is he back? When we go to Wirecat. No, I don't see him. But anyway, let's go to the next game. He comes and goes.
Yeah.
All right, Twins at Tigers. I mean, I just went last, so I'll go first here. Look, I'm going to tell you what Prop Beaver's going to say in this one. He's going to point out Michael Pineda's home-away splits, and he's trying to convince you that Michael Pineda's a good pitcher at home in Detroit. It's not... And yeah, I mean, Pineda's numbers, if you just literally look at his home-away splits, he does look like he's a good pitcher in Detroit. This is a fluke. This is false. You want to know which teams he's pitched against at home this year? Cleveland, Oakland, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Kansas City. I mean, also the Yankees too, but that was in April. But I mean, can we take into consideration that the schedule has been this guy's best friend? He's going to get rocked here. And meanwhile, on the other side, Joe Ryan just seems to be getting things cooking in Minnesota. I love the Twins with a big, comfortable win today. I don't care that it's in Detroit. I'm on the run line. Back to the diamond on the Minnesota Twins on the run line. Minnesota -1.5 at -110 full unit.
Yeah. So I could see where you'd think that I'm gonna back Michael Pineda here, but listen, that's the old me. Okay, listen. I'm Splits McDaniels, but there's no way you're gonna catch me back in Michael Pineda here in any way, shape, or form. Simply put, not a chance. But I'm also not gonna be back in the Twins here, as the line to me looks a little bit trappy. I don't want any business in that. What I do want a part of is the first five over 4.5 at -110. I'm gonna be putting 0.75 units on that one. I don't really need to get into why Michael Pineda is going to give up runs, but I guess I will. First of all, he doesn't have great numbers against his Twins lineup. 866 OPS, 344 OBP. Not impressive. The last time he saw the Twins this year, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 home runs. The Twins were cranking Buddy into a different century. Yes, he's better at home, but dude, the Twins have been killing the ball on the road lately. You want to hear the last 5 starting pitchers against the Twins at their own crib? 7.71 ERA, 2.14 WHIP. That is not good. And then in terms of Joe Ryan is a solid pitcher, yes. But there's times where I do think he looks a little bit shaky. He's going to be on the road here. And yes, he had a great start his last time out against Detroit. But look at his start against them last year. It was flat out terrible. I think there's going to be a little bit regression there. And Detroit's numbers against righties on the road, pathetic. But at home, they're really not as bad. Last 6 against them, 4.93 ERA, 1.68 WHIP. So they are getting on base. I think that we could get to at least 5 runs here. I see a lot of money on that under, but no line movement. So I'm all over the first 5 over here. Don't want to fade the Detroit bullpen. Just going to go with the first 5 and target that.
All right. You know what? I can't hate on that first 5 over. It's not a bad bet. I like this one guy came in. His name's Tribe, so obviously he's a Cleveland fan. And he goes, the Twins are fool's gold. Guardians taking the division. But didn't you just say yesterday, Beaver, that the White Sox own that division? Yo, what a up for grabs division that is.
Yeah, I said that, and part of it was because I thought that some of the pitchers that were performing poorly were going to regress back to the mean. But this guy, Lucas Giolito, he actually sucks. So, might have to take that one back, dude. He's so bad. He pisses me off.
Good news, Toast is back, and he's not skipping, so his internet looks good. Toast, I don't know if you heard what we said, but we're on Twins at Tigers.
Yeah, on same bet as you, except I'm just going to take the money line. I've been kind of getting burned by the run lines at some point, so going to stay safe and keep that Minnesota run line. Yeah.
You're on Minnesota money line at minus 180.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys talked about the splits and Pineda and all that stuff and how hasn't been good against. I mean, he's been decent against shit teams, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
We're good.
So you're going that minus 180?
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It is what it is.
All right, how much you betting on it?
Just a full unit.
Okay.
Toast is sipping that juice today. Sheesh.
Well, he's sipping. All right.
I had a red day yesterday. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, you had a red day, but you still won. Like, you beat me and Beaver yesterday.
You were barely red. Barely. And there
you were like 0.7.
There were some crazy-ass traps that just... It was hard not to fall into. I wouldn't be too mad about yesterday. I'm certainly not mad about yesterday. What are you going to do?
Next game, please. And the next game is Cardinals at Reds. I hit nice on this one. I had Reds first 5 and full game, both run lines, so that was nice for me. I'm not on the Reds again, though. This one's simple for me. You have 2, let's call them garbage, lefty starters here. Mike Minor versus Steven Matz. I don't trust either of them. What's significant about it is that it's a lefty-lefty matchup. And both these teams, especially the Cardinals, but Cincinnati's had some stretches where they hit lefties well as well. Both these teams have shown that they can hit lefties, but the fact is, Mike Minor, oh man, dude, this guy needs to just get out of Cincinnati. He should be calling his agent every day. He's 0-5 with an ERA over 6 in Cincinnati. This dude just needs to get out of there. He gets rocked in his own ballpark every time. And then the Cardinals with Goldschmidt and Arenado, they got guys that tattoo lefties. Mike Minor may never be the same after today, so I'm staying away. I'm staying away for the first 5 because as much as Mike Minor will get rocked, I could see Steven Matz also getting rocked in this ballpark. So my bet, I have an SGP. Are you ready, Beaver?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, no. I have 2 bets. I'll give you the first one first. St. Louis on the run line. Cardinals minus 1.5, plus 100, half unit on that. Then I have an SGP. Cardinals money line and over 6.5. That's at minus 110 for 0.75 units. Let's see if you typed it right. Yep, that's 100% right. So yeah, those are my 2 bets for this one. Toast, you want to go second? Toast is gone again. Beaver, looks like you're going second.
All right. Yeah, so honestly, Steven Matz is pretty pissed. There's close to no denying that. I'm not a Steven Matz guy. But for some reason, when I was looking this game over, I just couldn't get to fading him for some reason. There was I forget what the angle was, but there was some angle that was pulling me off of just going with the full first 5 over. But I still am taking a variation of a first 5 over. I'm going with St. Louis first 5 team total over 2.5. I got that at minus 130, and I'm going to put 0.75 units on it. Simply put, I don't really need to regurgitate what Kyle just said. Mike Minor's a trash bag. He belongs to AAA ball. I could see him playing for the Rumble Ponies. This guy is, simply put, just not a great pitcher. He doesn't have good numbers against the Cardinals lineup whatsoever. 827 OPS is definitely not pulling me in here. And also, the Cardinals have been smacking lefties around as of late. I know that for most of the season, I've been saying, yes, the Cardinals have these high ranks against lefties, but where are the results? But in their last 4 or 6 games against left-handed pitchers, they've scored 3 or more runs in the first 5. And in 2 of those, in 3 of those, they scored 5. Mike Minor is not a guy I look to back in any direction, in any way, in any form. And the last 2 times the Cardinals faced him, they hit this team total over. I think it's great value at minus 130. I was shocked that I was getting it at this price. Almost makes me a little weary, but I'm not going to trip about it. I think that it's worth the vig there.
All right. I mean, I like that too. Any fade of Mike Minor is a friend of mine.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I don't. Toast is back, but I think. Oh no, he's gone again. All right, so we'll have to come back to Toast and get his pick for that game. So let's go to the next game.
This motherfucker's in the Matrix right now. All right.
Well, I think he's camping, so he's trying to do it from camping with his family. I think. I'm not sure. So anyway, Yankees at Orioles. I'll go first on this one. This is, in my opinion, the toughest game to cap on the slate today.
Hard. It's pretty hard.
It was, right? I mean,
yeah,
because you can look at Garrett Cole's stats from his 2 starts against Baltimore this year, and in my opinion, they're a little deceiving. Because yeah, I mean, the Orioles did score 5 runs on him and beat him in one of the starts, but he pitched 8 innings in that game. I mean, he gave up 4 runs in the 3rd inning and then proceeded to pitch 5 more shutdown innings. It's hard for me to call that a bad start. Yeah, he lost. He gave up 5 runs and lost, but I wouldn't sit here and be like, oh, the Baltimore Orioles have his number by any means. I will say I don't think the Baltimore lineup fears Garrett Cole at all. No. I think they're going to come in with some confidence. I think this Orioles team right now, the way they played in the past month, I think they're coming into this series thinking that they can play with the Yankees, and I think they might be right. Mm-hmm. And then what makes it really tempting to back Baltimore is Jordan Lyles on the mound. Not only has he been great at home this year, but he started 4 games against the Yankees. This will be the 5th time the Yankees have seen this guy, and 3 of the 4 starts against the Yankees were great starts. Well, good starts. 2 of them were great. 1 was pretty good. I mean, the Yankees have only hit this guy once all season, and they've seen him a lot of times. So another aspect that points to the confidence. I think the Orioles are coming in tonight thinking they win this game. Do I think they win it? I don't know. It's a toss-up, but I will take Baltimore on the run line again, just for a half unit, though. Baltimore plus 1.5. It's at plus 120 for a half unit.
Honestly, that's not a bad bet at all. I was pretty close to getting there, but the more I was scouring through and finding value, I just thought that this was by far the best bet I could find. Garrett Cole over 18.5. Let me make sure that's right. 18.5 outs. You could get that at minus 129. I specifically got that on Caesars. I'm going to put a full unit on it. This is even less of just a backing of Garrett Cole having a great game here, but more of just a realization that the Yankees bullpen is absolutely exhausted. If you go ahead and you look at their bullpen usage chart the past 2 days, these guys have just come off a doubleheader, and then yesterday, where Tyone only made it 2.1 innings pitched. They are absolutely taxed. And as Kyle was saying earlier, I'm happy you brought it up. Yes, it's just like, I don't know. It's hard to not back him in that spot. I'm really liking it for him. He has a low hit rate on the road with this, but this is still a guy that's hit his last 9 of 14 games. And on top of that, he's hit his last 4 or 5 against the Orioles. It seems that every time he faces his team, he goes really deep into the games. I'm going to go ahead and back Cole with the outs here. I think that's fantastic value. I think, honestly, it should be a bit higher at more like 19.5. So I'll definitely take the 18.5. No issues there.
It looks like Toast is back. You're going to have to, AJ, go in there and assign his placeholder to his phone instead of his computer. So his phone was. Yeah, I can hear you. They can't yet.
Guys, I am so sorry.
No, here we go. They should be able to hear you now. So wait, AJ, go back to the previous game. Let's get his picks for the last game too.
Okay.
Cardinals at Reds.
Cardinals on the money line for a unit.
All right, and that money line's at -161.
This is a guy who loves his juice in the morning. He loves a nice.
Toasty is laying some juice today.
A nice pile of juice in the morning, but I respect it. I agree with the pick.
It's
so.
161. Oh, who cares? Who cares? We just got his pick. All right, and next game for Toast
Okay.
was the Yankees game.
Baltimore plus 1.5, just like you.
All right, so he's got the run line for a half unit like me. All right, Toast is on the phone now, and looks like we're cruising. So let's go with next game.
These fucking Marlins.
At Pirates. Oh my God, no.
These Marlins, bro.
These Marlins.
These pieces
Toast,
of
why don't you
shit.
go first? Why don't you go first in case like
Pittsburgh money line, 0.75 units. I don't care what happened yesterday. Quintana, this could be his last start as a Pirate, so maybe he goes and puts on a show for those Pittsburgh fans. But all I know is that if Miami scores another 5 runs today and beats me, I can live with that. So be it. But Pittsburgh as the home dog for me, no question.
Same here. I'll go second. I'm on the Pirates all the way here. Put a full unit on it for me. The Pirates will win this game. They will. There's no chance in hell the Miami goddamn Marlins are going to do that to me again. No way. I like Quintana. He's been pretty good. I mean, he's got an ERA of 3.02 at home all year. Been solid at home. Coming off back-to-back shaky starts, like Toast said. Maybe kind of a performance for a possible new destination for him. Like an audition, if you will. This Marlins lineup sucks. So I'm taking the Pittsburgh money line for a full unit and Miami team total under 4.5 at -140, 4.5 units.
Miami team total under 4.5 at what was that again?
Minus 140.
Damn, that's a really good bet.
Yeah, and 0.5 on that.
4.5. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can tell that they bumped it up from 3.5. That's why that -140 is there.
Dude, you know how I knew we were screwed yesterday? I'm going on points bet because I'm placing a prop bet or something, and I click on the Marlins game, and it says bet on the nasty Marlins. Marlins to score 0 runs. Marlins under this. Marlins under that. And I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah. Yeah, no, so I'm going right back to fading the Marlins. What are we doing here? All because they hit one right-handed pitcher they saw twice in a row does not mean that they're not ass. They are. This lineup is ass. Like, there's no selling me off of that. Jose Quintana has excellent numbers against his team, too. 206 OBP, 435 OPS. He's much better at home. And, dude, in the last 10 games the Marlins have faced a left-handed pitcher, not one of them, not one, has forced the opposing pitcher to give up 3+ earned runs. Because of that, I'm going to be taking Quintana under 2.5 earned runs. And what did I get that at? I got that at +110, which is crazy to me. And I'm putting that at 0.75 units. There's another thing that I saw was that he's gone under in 7 to 10 home games as well. So a lot of value here working for us. I think that this is a fantastic spot for Quintana.
I agree, and I like that bet, Beaver.
Yeah, I just think that the value's there.
On to the next one. Padres at Mets. Me and Toast hit on this one. We both had the Padres. Yeah. I forget what Beaver had on this one.
I did an SGP with Scherzer K's and the Mets money line.
Right. You got the Scherzer K's.
Yeah.
Not the Mets.
No.
All right, so let me start off. The Mets are going to win this game. I think they lose this series because I think they probably lose tomorrow, but I think they win this one. Blake Snell, the sun has set on our boy Blake Snell. This is not the same pitcher that he was. This is not the same pitcher that he was a couple years ago. He was terrible on the road last year. He's terrible on the road this year. I don't trust him at all. You got the Mets coming off a loss. This Mets lineup is definitely a little pissed off. They were put to sleep last night by Yu Darvish. I like them to bounce back with some energy tonight and put up a big number. And another thing I like, kind of another bounce back, was Chris Bassett started a game against the Padres this year. He got absolutely rocked. That was in early June in San Diego. He gets his revenge at home now. I don't think he completely shuts the Padres down. I think they'll probably get 2 or 3 off them, but I just don't think the Padres lineup is going to be able to outduel the Mets lineup tonight. I have an SGP. You ready, Beaver?
Yes, sir.
Mets money line over 4.5. That's at minus 105. And put a full unit on that.
Okay. Full unit.
And Toast, why don't you go second?
Exact same thoughts as you. Keep the trend of the day going with me laying the juice. Mets on the money line at minus 151 or whatever it is now for 0.75 units. Not a big Bassett guy, but again, I actually think that he pitches well today. And again, Snell on the road for me is just a pass. I don't know. Maybe I just have a love affair with the Mets this year, but I have a feeling they come back and avenge that loss yesterday.
Yo, Toast's nickname should be Juicy J. He loves the juice today.
You can't have your toast without some juice. I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah, right. Like Toast and some Juice Johnson.
Yeah, so I'm going to be betting on the Mets today. Honestly, it kind of pains me because every time I bet on the Mets, they lose. I'm like their bad luck charm. I haven't been able to cap a Mets game since Vietnam. I don't know the last time I picked the correct winner of a Mets game, and they're my favorite team, which is so sad. But I'm backing them here in this spot. I just think that, yeah, Bassett does have a great start. He's at home. I love the spot at home where he pitches much better. And then Snell on the road is a mess. I mean, and this is going to feed into my next bet. Snell over 2.5 walks. Yes, I'm doing a walks bet, people.
Yo, what?
You can get that at minus 105. I'm putting 0.5 units on it. Dude, I'm just going to keep betting on something that just continuously cashes. Blake Snell on the road has a 19 BB percentage this year. 19.
He walks 1 out of every 5 batters?
Yes, that is horrendous, bro. He's averaging 4 walks a game. Like, I'm sorry. It's just, what am I not going to bet it? It's only a half unit. I don't care. You think I give a damn?
Like, I don't know if I've ever heard that. A walk percentage at 19?
Yeah,
Jesus.
That's so bad.
That's the worst. Yo, a walk percentage is usually in between like 5 and 8. 19?
Yeah. But he's at 19. His last 2 starts, he walked 4 and 4 batters. So, I'm going to take it here. As long as the Mets have some discipline, this should be an easy cash at 105. So,
look at you laying the juice along with Toast. Another Juicy Johnson.
Yeah, I'll lay the juice here.
McStevens.
I'm Juice McDaniels.
All right, next game.
Oh, wait. Did it flip? Okay, yeah.
Screen? Oh, Rays at Royals. I'm going last on this one because this game pissed me off last night. I tried to go sharp and lost. So, Beaver, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of this game. But what I will say is that I really don't like the spot for Brady Singer at all whatsoever. He has decent numbers against the Rays lineup. I'll give him that. But look at his last start against the Rays last year. 2.2 innings, 4 hits, 6 earned runs. That is not a guy I'm looking to back. And his worst spot is at home against left-handed batters. It's been his worst spot all year. In those spots, he's posting a 3.83 WOBA, 900 OPS. 2.11 home run per 9, so that's definitely concerning. And I don't have the exact numbers pulled up in front of me, but dude, the Rays just continuously have been smashing right-handed pitchers. They do it here, they do it there. I don't really understand why the money's on the Royals here. Is it because of Patino? Like, I'm not a big Patino. I think it's
that's
because
what
of
I was
Patino.
thinking too.
I think that's the only reason why it would be that. But like Patino, if you look at his splits, right? He's going to be facing 5 lefties today. He's nasty versus lefties. Lefties have not been able to hit him not only this year, but last year. So that's really not concerning me in terms of not betting the Rays here. And I think the Rays could get 5 runs off Singer. I know that's a lot, but I think they're going to put up some numbers here. I'm just going to back the better team, the hotter team, and take advantage of some of the public hype that was built up for the Royals in that Toronto series. Give me the Rays money line, only at a cheap price of -115. I'll put 0.75 units on that one.
All right, I want Toast to go second. I want to hear what he says about Patino before I give mine.
He's just not. He's not going to go very long. I can't fade the Rays right now. Like that's just point blank period. So, Rays on the money line at -115 for 0.75 units for me. I just think they're playing too well right now. And there's no way. And until I see a reason for me to fade them, I can't go anywhere else.
You can copy and paste that bet 3 times because I'm on the same exact thing. Louis Patino's stats this year may be a bit underwhelming, but if you actually take a look, this kid pitched well last year. He's only 22 years old. This kid is developing before our eyes, and I think he has good stuff. Judging by his numbers his numbers last year, I think he was 5-3 last year, and now a record doesn't mean much. But as a 21-year-old kid, but screw all that. I'm done trying to be sharp in the series. Last night. More like I'm done trying to be sharp with the Kansas City Royals is what I should say.
Yeah.
Last night, the line looked sketchy. The money was on the Rays. I went with the Royals thinking I was being all slick, and I ended up looking silly. I don't care if the price looks weird. I'm not overthinking this. I'm just playing the much better baseball team at the very affordable price of -115. That's it. Brady Singer's a decent starting pitcher, but he shouldn't scare any of us off Tampa money line at -115. So definitely on the Rays here. Rays have been hot as hell. Let's not fight it. Let's roll with it.
Yeah,
Next
I
game.
also with more money on the Royals, that kind of gave me the confidence to back the Rays here. If it was like more of a everybody's on the Royals and a Rays and the line is like that, then I'm a little more scared. With more money on the Royals, it's like, what am I doing here? What am I not?
That's what happened last
the
night.
Way
That's
better
why,
team.
That's what all the running on the Rays last night is what baited me into taking the Royals. So I'm good. Let people bet the Royals. This one, Rockies out Brewers. I'm going Beaver. I'm going with the same exact bet I had last night. Colorado +1.5 at +105. Same bet, same price. If I'm going to take that bet against Corbin Burns, how am I not going to take it against Woodruff? I mean, I don't fear these Brewers bats at all. Going into the break, the Colorado Rockies were playing better baseball than Milwaukee. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're a better team than Milwaukee, but I truly think that this team is playing better baseball than the Brewers. And look at this price. -279? Give me that 1.5, man. Now, Jose Urena, as I've said before, this dude will implode at some point. It's inevitable. But I got to admit, he continues to go out there and throw good stuff and put up good numbers. So we'll see if it continues, but I'm not going to try to catch a falling knife with this Urena. Maybe he did some good work in the minor leagues. Maybe he's using this second opportunity with Colorado to rejuvenate his career. And I know Woodruff's a beast at home. He's 4-0 with a 2.20 ERA in Milwaukee, but it's not really him that I'm fading. Same as yesterday. I wasn't fading Corbin Burns, just fading the Brewers bats. So I'm on Colorado on the run line. Beaver, second.
Yeah, so I'm going to bet the same thing because honestly, yesterday I was sitting watching that game thinking to myself the entire time, AJ, what are you doing? It was right there in front of you, and you just didn't take it. It was the correct bet. So I'm going to take that for a half a unit, and I'm also going to take the first 5 under 4.5, and that's at -115. I'm going to put 0.5 units on that as well. Dude, Jose Urena...
Hold on, AJ, I'm pretty sure that Rockies run line is at +105, not minus. Let me just check to make sure.
It should. If it's at -105, that means it's going to be a close game. I'll just tell you that
it's
right
now. It's +105.
Okay. +1. Because the differential in the price, Toast taught me this. If the differential of the price of the run line and the money line is huge, it kind of shows that it's going to be a closer game than most people think, so thank you for that, Toast. Dude, Jose Urena, once you guys started talking to me about how bad this guy is, I had to take a look at some of his numbers from last year, and you are right. When Jose Urena is off, the guy is so off. It's terrible. But at the very same time, you got to play a little bit devil's advocate. When Jose Urena is on, the guy is on, and he had some really great months last year. And what is he in the stretch of right now? Some pretty phenomenal starts. I mean, last 3 starts, he faced the Pittsburgh Pirates, who I guess, yeah, we know it's not great. But the Padres, the Dodgers. First of all, he went 6 innings in all those games. 6 innings. I'm highly impressed with that. And that just shows what type of work he's been doing on the mound. 1.45 ERA, 6.49 OPS. And what I really like, what I'm seeing, is a 55 ground ball percentage. That means the guys are making contact, hitting the ground. It's easy for the fielders to make a play on it. So I really like them here. And then Brandon Woodruff is not good against lefties whatsoever. He may be good at home, but against some I meant to say righties. Sorry, I was tripping on that. He's not good against righties. This Colorado Rockies lineup is loaded with righties that are going to make him pay. I really like the value in the +1.5 and both in the first 5 under. As long as Urena doesn't implode, I think that we have a good chance of cashing these.
Toshi with us?
Yeah, I'm with you, except I'm going to go Rockies +1.5 for a half a unit. I'm also going to take the money line for a half a unit, too, at the big plus price, just because of that reason. What I saw yesterday, I'm kind of scared about the Brewers and those bats. And from what I've seen from Urena, he's been fantastic the last few starts. And when you're hot, you're hot. So I just have a hard time believing that if the Brewers come out and destroy them, it is what it is. But at the same time, if you're going to give me this price, I'm going to take it. I mean, it's not like we're laying juice like I have been the rest of the day. So, yeah, the Rockies are a team for me that are playing really good and hitting the ball right now. So if you're going to give me +200 with a team that I don't feel like can score more than 3 runs, I'm going to take it.
Nice. So all of us on the Rockies. That money line's a ballsy bet right there.
I respect it.
I probably will. I'd be lying if I said I probably won't. I'd be lying if I said I probably won't sprinkle $1 or $2 on that.
A baby sprinkle.
Just like a. All right, next game though. Giants at Dodgers.
Yeah.
Toast, why don't you start us off with your Dodgers -1.5?
Dodgers -1.5. I don't know what the number is now, but you already know what it is.
+125.
Again last night. It's going to happen again tonight. This team is just absolutely rolling right now. I'm done. Like, you guys can go in with the numbers and all that stuff. It's Dodgers -1.5. That's the play. It hits at over 85% this year with the Dodgers at home. See you guys at the window.
Yeah, I'll do the same exact thing. In the last 19 games, the Dodgers are 17-2. 15 of those 17 wins have come by 2 or more runs. Just following the trend here. Also, Alex Wood sucks. I love fading Alex Wood. And the Giants lineup. So give me Dodgers -1.5 +125 for 0.75. Beaver.
Yeah. So this series has burnt me to a crisp. The Giants have taken my hopes and dreams and shat on them. I said they were going to be a seller before we went into break. I don't know why I abandoned that thought, but they're putrid, and I hate them. But I am going to be backing a giant of sorts here. This is only on FanDuel. I want to clarify that. The other books have this juice to the whims. But I'm going to go with Alex Wood over 4.5 Ks. And that is at -146. I'm putting 0.75 units on that one. Dude, Alex Wood, his past 2 starts, A, has looked phenomenal. And B, he had 8 and 7 Ks in those starts. So I already like that. That's already working for us. The other thing that I love that's working for us
is the Dodgers, though.
Oh, okay, yes. The same Dodgers team that he's hit 7+ Ks in 4 straight games against. Yeah, I understand that this is the Dodgers, but he could give up 3 runs. He could give up 4 runs. I don't really care. Honestly, I implore him to. I want everybody to win. I'm a nice guy. I implore Alex Wood to give up 4 runs. But at the same time, I really do think he's going to get 5 Ks. He's got a higher K on the road. He's got a 37.8 K percentage against lefties. He's going to be seeing at least 4 or 5 of those tonight. And the last 8 of 11 left-handed pitchers against the Dodgers have hit this total. With the history, with the momentum building for him, I really like him in the spot. Hit his last 7 to 10 road games, too. So.
Bad bet. Sorry, there was something in my throat there.
All
right, so let's.
I'll probably lose this bet
game.
as well. Considering how this series has gone, it's been tough on me. It's been tough on my family.
Next game.
The baby Beavers have left the dam. They said, I don't even know you anymore.
We have better odds just trying to survive on our own.
Yeah.
All right, Cleveland at Chicago. Hey, so I hit that first 5 over in this game yesterday. It was pretty nice. Oh, this is the second game of a doubleheader.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to take Chicago minus 1.5, by the way, because I think that's way overpriced for a reason. But anyway, so does anyone have a play in this one? Because fuck it.
I don't have an official play, dude. I can't bet on Lance Lynn. That man's ass cheeks, bro. He's so bad.
Until tonight.
The only thing that's really working for us, right, is the fact that Connor Pilkington, A, is not that good, and B, he's going to be on the road, and C, the White Sox smash lefties. So everything's working in terms of that aspect. Maybe an over, honestly. I don't like betting totals and doubleheaders. I never know what to feel about them. But I'm assuming the fact that Tim Anderson's out of the lineup tonight means he's going to play in the second game. That should definitely help some things. But, yeah, this game's not worth our time.
Yes, next game. Angels at Braves. I am so mad at myself for betting the Angels last night. What the hell was I thinking? What? This team sucks. This team is complete shit. I don't care if Ohtani's pitching. This team is absolute shit. I don't think I'll ever bet him again. I'm such an asshole for that. Patrick Sandoval pitching tonight. Sweet. Who cares? They suck. This Braves lineup is hot again against lefties like they were earlier in the year. I think the Braves should have no problem grabbing 2 or 3 runs off Sandoval here. And if you're unfamiliar with Angels baseball, 3 runs is an insurmountable number. So, like 3, the Braves put up 3 on Sandoval, just put a green check mark next to the Braves. They win. This team sucks. Auto fade. Braves minus 1.5, minus 105.75 units. Screw yourselves, Angels. Seriously.
Screw yourself. Fucking hate you.
That's not a fake animosity. I don't even want to look at their logo.
All right, I guess I'll go second. Yeah, so I don't really want to take a side on this. Obviously, I feel like Atlanta's the right side, but I'd rather honestly just go with that first 5 under 4.5. I'm taking that minus 105. I'm putting 0.75 units on it. And there's a couple reasons why I like that. First of all, don't really need to explain to you guys why the Angels side will go under in that. They're ass. They can't hit a ball on the road. They're actually 30th in every single category on the road over the last month. Every single one. OPS, OBP, average, slug, K percentage, walk percentage. These dudes have no backbone. And then here's why I like the Braves to not score that many runs. Patrick Sandoval, yes, he's pretty solid, and he doesn't have much in terms of homes away splits. But goddamn, this dude at night, he's nasty. 1.31 ERA. He's got a 0.4 home run per 9. I'm really liking what I'm seeing at him, and kind of where we cashed. Well, you guys cashed. I, like an idiot, bet the Braves, but you had cashed on backing David Peterson at Truist because the Braves don't really hit lefties well at Truist. I still think that's the same case. All because Patrick Corbin came in there and scrubbed it up doesn't change anything for me. All the money's on the over in this game, and do you want to know how much line movement there's been? 0. None. 0 line movement whatsoever. I think that they're going to be able to hold this team at least through the first 5. As soon as that Angels bullpen comes in, it's going to be gross. But through the first 5, I think I trust in both of these pitchers to keep it low scoring. 4.5 is just a bit too high for me.
Yo, Action Jackson says, if Toast takes the Angels, I throw my phone and sell my car.
I'm not. But I do disagree. Like with last night, it was a 0-0 game into the 7th. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know. I'm not taking the Braves. Or I'm sorry, I'm not taking the Angels. I'm doing Braves, Diamondbacks money line parlay for a half unit at plus 144.
That's solid.
So, yeah. I don't.
How
need
many
to go
units
into
on
why
that?
Just 0.75. I don't need to go into why I think the Braves are going to win.
Yeah, it's been covered. Everyone knows.
Yeah, it's we know. It's gonna happen. All right. On to the next game, Chiefs.
Yep.
Actually,
And the next game.
I love my bet in this one.
And
All
I'll
right,
just go really off the top of that. I'm why I picked Arizona. I'm just because of last night and how well they are, and I'm going to keep on fading Washington until they give me a reason not to. So that's why I took those 2 money lines like I did.
All right.
All right.
I'm adding that to your screen real quick. There we go.
Beaver, you said you like your bet. You want to take the lead here?
Yeah, I'll take the helm. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of earned runs under today, and I'm sticking to that same exact trend. Bumgarner under 2.5 earned runs in this spot. I love it. We're getting at plus 120, which is a steal to me. And here's why, people. Yes, Madison Bumgarner, he's stinky cheddar on the road. He's ass. We know this. But at home, he's been pretty phenomenal. I mean, he's gone under in the wide majority of his starts at home. I believe, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I want to go ahead and say about 7 of his 10 home starts thus far. And here's another thing. He has excellent numbers against his Nationals lineup. 248 OBP, 459 OPS, and even not being a strikeout guy, he's got a 27.4 K percentage against that Nats team. So I'm loving what I'm seeing. Last 2 starts against them, 0.9 ERA, 0.9 WHIP. Everything's working for him there. He's better at home, as I just said. And listen to this. The last 8 left-handed pitchers against the Nationals, clean 2.00 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, and just one of them, has allowed 3+ earned runs. I love this spot for Madison Bumgarner to go out and dominate. This is my way of backing the... Somebody asked if I'm Japanese in the comments.
I saw that.
This is my way of backing Arizona here without backing that bullpen.
All right. I can't say I disagree with that. I can't disagree with either of you. I like Toast Parlay too. I'm going really similar to what I did yesterday because it worked beautifully. I'm playing Arizona first 5 on the run line again. So that's Arizona first 5 minus a half run at minus 115. Give me a half unit on that. And then also I'm taking Arizona first 5 team total over 2.5 at minus 110 for another half unit. It's exact same page as I was last night. The Nationals are terrible. Bumgarner pitching for Arizona. Now, I will say that the Nationals, despite being completely awful, they have shown signs of life hitting left-handed pitching. When I say signs of life, in the last 2 weeks, they're 17th in Major League Baseball. And you might be thinking, like, Kyle, 17th isn't very good. For the Nationals, that's a great score right there. To be 17th in anything is like thumbs up for the Nats. But here's the thing, I don't even care because Anibal Sanchez is pitching for Washington, and this dude just shouldn't even be in the major leagues. The only reason he's there is to eat innings up so Washington doesn't have to waste any arbitration. Toast knows when well, I don't know how to phrase that. Where they don't want to bring their young arms up too early, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's called player service time. They want to keep their player service time down so they can have them on a longer contract.
Yeah, so that's all. The only reason Anibal Sanchez is even in the major leagues is to eat up starts and innings for this Washington team so they can make it to the point where they can bring these young guys up. The only reason he's there. Anibal Sanchez was lucky to only give up 4 runs to the Braves this last start. I think Arizona hits him up for at least that. So, yeah, 2 Arizona first 5 bets for me.
I think the Nationals also were just sick of seeing Jonah Doan go out there and just absolutely get rocked. It was like watching a fucking stoning. It was terrible. So, all right. That's our bets for this one. We're on to the last game.
Oh, is there? I thought there was 2 more.
Nah, I think this is it.
What's the last one?
This garbage ass game.
Oh, that is the last one. Okay. Yo, Beaver, I think they actually think you're Japanese. You're Latino, right? You're Hispanic?
Yeah, so listen, I have like fucking weird ass eyes that do look Japanese. I've been accused of being an Asian before, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. I don't mind it. But I'm Cuban, I'm Irish, I'm Italian. I don't know what's going on with the eyes. I look way more Asian than just about any other member of my family. Weird things going on here. We'll see. Maybe I have a different dad than who I think it is. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah,
We'll see.
Dude,
We'll see. I'm gonna run a paternity test.
I'll never forget when Toast said I look like Julio Urias. That actually made me want to go home and punch a mirror. I'm pretty sure Julio Urias is like one of his eyes is down here and the other one's up here.
I got a lazy eye too. It's not a big deal.
No, it's not a lazy eye, Toast. That's called a deformity, and that shit's like fucking right below his cheek. It's crazy. I'm good off that.
Okay, I thought his glasses were kind of cool. Whatever.
No, they're just hiding the fact that he has a fucking crazy eye that's 50 feet below the other one. Anyways.
I've never noticed that. Weird. Anyway.
Yo, Action Jackson says you're from Bangkok, Beaver. All right, let's get to the game. All right, so I'll go first, and I hate that I'm doing this. This is such a public play. This is completely square of me, but the truth is, I really think the Texas Rangers at this price is a steal. I think there's a lot of value in it. I'm taking the Texas Rangers money line at -129 for a full unit. Texas coming off a loss. They still put up 4 runs in that loss, so it's not like the team just went to bed. Those bats are still showing signs of life. Against a shitty team like Oakland, I like Matt Bush. I don't like James Catt. He's been a bum. Rewind back to last year, still a bum. Ultimate fade material here. I love the Rangers to bounce back with a win here. Simple as that. Beaver goes second.
Yeah, I didn't really put all my capping efforts into this game, let me say. I couldn't give a dick less, to be quite frank with you. I'm just going to play it sharp here. I looked at where all the money's going. I'm just going to fade the money, fade the public, bet Oakland like yesterday. It worked out for me yesterday. I was pretty happy with that. But if I had to add a point, listen, guys, this Texas Rangers bullpen has been absolutely atrocious lately. Like, garbage. And honestly, through the series that they've seen, Oakland actually has a lot of experience now against his bullpen. Bullpen they have a lot of experience against. The Texas bullpen was actually used quite a bit yesterday as well. So, tired bullpen, batters they've seen before. I'll take the plus money. Who cares? Oh, okay. Eric Torres just said I look like Umaga. That's like fighting words, bro.
I saw that. What is that? Well, I'm Googling Umaga now.
Is there a way to pull up like pictures and put them on the screen?
Yeah, but I don't want you messing with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
I mean, that's as insulting as it gets.
Bro, look at this guy. Hold on.
What is Umaga?
It's a wrestler from WWE. He used to just like run across the ring and like, take his thumb and like fucking jab people, and then he'd put his ass on people's faces.
There's definitely here we go. Can anyone see this? No. Hold on, let me go back. There he is. There's more. This is who he's saying looks like Beaver.
Where is he?
You don't see him?
No.
Oh, you guys only get. Oh, it's sharing. Oh wait.
All right, pull him up. Put him on the screen. Oh my god! I mean, come on. Really?
Yo, is this guy a wrestler now?
No, he croaked. It's disgraceful
that dead?
Yeah, he croaked.
Yo, they call him the Samoan bulldozer. All right. So anyway, sorry if I'm getting sidetracked. It's a long show. Sometimes we
like to have fun here. We like to have fun here. All right, Toast, what's your pick?
We're fun guys.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep on riding the Texas bats. Texas team total over 4.5 at plus 110 or 105. Just do 105 so that way it doesn't look like I'm cheating. But yeah, I'm just going to keep on riding the bats. It came for me late last night in the 9th inning, but I don't care. Those Texas bats, Oakland bullpen isn't that great either. So I actually think we see some runs in this game.
All right. I guarantee you, Prop Beaver loses this bet.
I don't care. It's a half unit.
Yeah, it's not a smart bet. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Just bet with everybody and their mother. My grandmother signed up for an account today just to bet the Texas Rangers.
All right, hold up. Time for bonus bets. I have a 3-leg parlay to give out. It's only at plus 404, but the value off the handles. Do you guys have any extra bets?
I don't. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep it for the ticket. They've been hitting those little.
Yeah. Save it for the VIPs. No shame in that.
Yeah.
All right. So my 3-leg parlay. Are you typing this, Beaver?
Yeah, I'm just deleting all the other shit off the screen real quick before we get to it. And now tell me.
The Philadelphia Phillies money line, the St. Louis Cardinals money line, and the Pittsburgh Pirates money line. Plus 404. Take it directly to the bank because it's good money. Did I name this one? Oh, I'm going to name this parlay Shepherd's Pie.
Shepherd's Pie.
Shepherd's Pie is going to hit. All right, so that's it. It's 3:20, so I got to go because I got to get the VIP ticket out. The game's starting 50 minutes, so we usually don't go this close. So I got to go and get that out for everybody on the app. It's called the Sauce Network app. It's available on Apple Store and Google Play. If you have an Android or and whatever kind of phone you have, the app's available to you. That's it. Everyone enjoy their Saturdays. We'll do it. Hold on. Let's check the schedule out. Do we want to do a Sunday live show? We would have to do it at 11 a.m. if we're going to do it.
And we'd have to get the ticket out before then because, I mean, the game
Yeah.
started at 1:40.
So we'll play it by ear. We're going to try to get live at 11 a.m. We'll see. It's tough on Sunday mornings because I have breakfast with my mother on Sunday morning. So, all right, we'll figure it out. Thank you, everyone, for watching. As always, we'll talk to you guys on Twitter. Have yourselves a great Saturday.
Stay blessed.
Stay blessed. I like it. We're clear. We're clear.